SNAT. SNAT is the security and network assessment tool that I created as part of the Cisco AXP developer contest. SNAT is an application which enables network auditors, network administrators, and compliance officers the ability to collect information from network devices and create a useful report based on industry best practices against the device configuration.
This is the main screen for the Security and Network Assessment tool. On this screen, you can see a list of all the devices that are known about by the system. These devices are automatically added via the use of a seed device. The seed device allows the network administrator to enter a single device, and from that device, SNAT will find the rest of the devices on the network automatically. This saves the network administrator the tedious process of going through and manually entering in every single device on the network. Once the devices on the network are discovered, then the real magic of SNAT can begin. On the menu at the top, there is a list of different functions that are available on the device. By selecting a device from the main screen, SNAT displays information about the device. By clicking on the various tabs on the screen, the administrator is capable of seeing different information about the device. This information includes hardware information such as the memory and iOS version, current CPU utilization for the past hour, day, and week, network interfaces, network layer information, and modules. The modules include information such as serial numbers and part numbers for the device so that if replacement parts are needed, they're easily accessible through the screen. Once all the devices on the network are discovered, SNAT then produces a series of diagrams that include CDP as well as network layer information. These diagrams are useful for troubleshooting and diagnosing network issues. Additionally, SNAT creates reports on hardware and software inventory information. These include iOS versions, hardware types, the amount of memory on devices, things along those lines. One of the best features of SNAT is the compliance report. The compliance report compares the configuration on the devices to industry-level best practices. For example, on this message right here, message counters are not enabled. If we click on the message, we get a list of what the problem is, why it's important, and most importantly, how to fix it. In this case, we need to enter the logging message-counter command. By entering this command, this would correct the issue that we see on the report. The compliance report compares best practices for the industry in general and looks for things such as the message counters, logging information, how users are authenticated, and other critical information that's important for compliance. Finally, SNAT produces a Microsoft Word report. This report in Microsoft Word 2007 XML format allows the administrator to generate a report with detailed information on all the devices that are on the network. This information includes the network diagrams, the software and hardware versions, information on each device and each interface on each device. One of SNAT's functions is collecting information on the devices from a performance perspective. This includes interface utilization, error rates, memory utilization, and other critical features on the systems. SNAT, through the Microsoft Word report, will produce documentation on each of the interfaces and each of the devices on the network, allowing administrators to look for trouble issues on the network. These reports can be run for a specific time frame on the system, and these reports can be generated with specific titles and authors if needed.